Forgotten SpongeBob episode that changed the entire series. When people talk about most important SpongeBob episodes, they usually mention the classics like Band Geeks or Chocolate with Nuts. But there's one episode that doesn't get nearly enough credit, even though it quietly changes the series in a major way. The episode is Pizza Delivery from Season 1. It seems like a simple story, but the Krusty Krab gets his first pizza order, and because there's a delivery driver, Mr. Krabs sends SpongeBob and Squidward to deliver it, which follows one of the most memorable road trips in cartoon history. But this episode did much more than just tell a funny story. For one, it was one of the earliest episodes to prove that SpongeBob could succeed constantly cutting between multiple storylines. Almost the entire episode follows just SpongeBob and Squidward. There are very few major locations, almost no large cast of characters, and very little compared to other episodes. Instead, the writers focused almost entirely on dialogue interactions, but this isn't paid off. The episode became one of the most beloved episodes of the entire series, and so that strong writing and memorable characters were enough to carry an episode, even with a very simple premise. Another reason why this episode is so important is how it develops Squidward. In many episodes, Squidward is shown annoyed by SpongeBob, but in Pizza Delivery, we get one of the most clear examples that deep down Squidward actually cares. At the end of the episode, SpongeBob is getting yelled at by the customer for arriving without the pizza. Sorry, I wrote that wrong. Arriving without the drink. Squidward finally snaps not at SpongeBob, but at the customer. He stands up for SpongeBob, throws the pizza in the customer's face before calling him out for treating SpongeBob unfairly. It's one of the rare moments where Squidward openly defends him. It seems like this helps shape the relationship between the two characters for years to come. Even though Squidward acts annoyed most of the time. Most throughout the series, so that he doesn't truly hate SpongeBob. The episode also gave fans one of the most recognizable in history. I'm going to skip over that joke. But, another interesting fact is how the episode humor comes from the timings of fast-paced attention. Much of the comedy is built around long pauses, awkward conversation, and SpongeBob's endless optimism compared to Squidward's frustration. The style of comedy became one of the defining features of the episodes in our early series. Instead, one second, I skipped over something. The background also deserves attention. Instead of spending an entire episode and making the SpongeBob and Squidward taken to other locations in the series, like an enter desert, places that makes the characters feel isolated. That also makes that to both the comedy and the adventure. Looking back today, it's easy to see why so many long-time fans. Looking back today, it's easy to see why so many long-time fans consider season 1 special. The animation is simpler than later seasons, but that simplicity follows the expression of the characters to stand out even more and stuff. The story is relatable. It's essentially about two co-workers who's working on a frustrating assignment. One of them stays optimistic no matter what happens, while the other becomes increasingly annoyed. That's a situation many people recognize, even outside the world of SpongeBob. Another reason why the episode lasted so long is because every scene serves a purpose. There are very few wasted moments. Nearly every joke either develops the character or pushes the story forward. That's why many fans continue to rank it one of the greatest SpongeBob episodes ever made. What's even more impressive is that pizza delivery aired during the very first season. At that point, SpongeBob was still a brand new series trying to prove itself. Episodes like this help establish the formula that would make SpongeBob one of the most successful animated shows of all time. Sorry. What's even more impressive? Wrong line. I already read that. So while pizza delivery might seem like a simple episode about delivering pizza, its impact goes far beyond that. It showcases the strength of SpongeBob and Squidward's relationship, that the character-driven stories that could become fan favorites and create moments that are still quoted by fans more than 2 decades later. Sometimes the most important episodes aren't the one with the biggest action or craziest hits. Sometimes all it takes is pizza and one unforgettable delivery. Well, if you guys like that, we could maybe do some editing next time. And also maybe I won't use AI for my next script that as shown here as I am in ChatGPT. But yeah, if you like that episode, maybe I won't use AI for my next script, and that's all. Bye. Thanks for watching.